All right, your Romans numeral this morning, $1,089,300, the new limit for home loans backed by Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac next year. The limits are rising because home prices have risen so much. Home prices up more than 12% in the third quarter year over year, despite a cooling housing market and rising mortgage rates. The housing market appears to be cooling, but, home prices still remain high. What do we make of that? Let's bring in the expert, Bess Freedman, CEO of Brown Harris Stevens, a real estate company with 3,000 agents in Florida, New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut. And we learned yesterday that home prices fell for the third month in a row, but year over year, they are still higher, up 10%. So we're seeing a deceleration in prices, but still a market that is pretty resilient.
Yes. Good morning, Christine. By the way, nice to see you. I think we're starting to see that supply is starting to outweigh demand and prices need to adjust a little bit. And sellers have not really come down to earth yet. I just think it takes time for that sort of recapitulation. And I think when the market is working its best is when supply and demand are intersecting. Right. And we don't have that right now. People are still sort of stuck in what was last year, which was a crazy year. It was the best year of real estate history for most people. And so now we're readjusting, recalibrating, and buyers are sort of on the sideline saying, should I wait to see what's going to happen with rates, inflation? Are we going to enter a recession? That's something economists are sort of weighing in on. And so the housing market is moving, changing, but it's not doom and gloom. It's not the end of the world at all.
I think it's interesting you say coming off the best year last year in real estate history. Obviously, there'll be an adjustment. And the Bank of America CEO Brian Moynihan suggests we're at the beginning of maybe a couple of years of that. Let's listen.
When is it going to get better for housing for Americans?
Well, so this is the toughest thing because you have to slow down the economy. You have to slow down inflation. And the way you do that's raising interest rates.
The Fed wants us to buy fewer homes.
That's exactly right. What will happen is as we see inflation slow down, and you're seeing the rate of growth of inflation slow down, still inflation, you'll see rates come back down to more the target rate, and you'll see the adjustments come through. And that'll happen. That'll take almost 2 years.
Take almost 2 years.
I mean, I think he's macro forecasting what he thinks will happen, and who knows. But I think when people think of housing and buying a home, it's time, not timing in the market. It's a long-term investment. It's the best way to create intergenerational wealth. And it's 5, 10, 15 years. I mean, remember, homes are for consumption. It's not just an investment.
Right.
And so it's a long-term thing for people to think about.
I think it's important. That's a very good point because you buy a home because you need to get into the school district you want for kindergarten or because you're moving for a new job or for you want to be closer to your parents. I mean, it's not because of exactly a quarter of a percentage point on the mortgage rate. And let's look at some of these. Home prices spiked during the pandemic. And finally, some of these super hot markets are starting to cool down. Seattle, San Francisco, San Diego. Is this better for home buyers? Some of these regional deceleration here?
I mean, it really depends. And people ask me all the time, they say, should I buy? Should I sell? What should I do? And I say, how would I know that? What are your circumstances? It depends. You have a little bit of savings right now. Do you want to invest in your first home? It's a good time to do that because you can negotiate. Buyers are in the driver's seat right now. So it really depends on your circumstances and what you want to do because you can negotiate really well right now.
Yeah.
It's an opportunity market for many people.
All right, opportunity market, but with a higher price tag because of those mortgage rates. But nice to see you.
Thank you,
Bess Freedman,
Great
nice to see you.